Hey, this is Jessica Hammer, host of Crowned and Dangerous. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media.
This is Rachel Mullins, host of #NoFilterFriday here on Public House Media. Thanks for listening to the following broadcast on Public House Media. Once you're done with this episode, I hope you'll come check out my new show, #NoFilterFriday, where we talk about all of the sexual misconduct allegations swirling around Hollywood. A new show drops every Friday at 8:30 Pacific Standard Time. Don't forget to subscribe on iTunes so you'll never miss an episode of #NoFilterFriday. Thanks again for checking out the following broadcast on Public House Media.
How's it going, everybody?
Hey guys!
Coffee with Keith
and Katie on Public House Media.
And we are thrilled to be coming at you together.
Together.
Finally.
In the same place.
Finally. Same place, same time.
A long time.
We're together for the first time in a month?
At least
At least 3 weeks.
Yeah.
I know the last 3 shows we were separate. Katie had 2 that she had to do on her own. I was in Atlanta working with the Super Bowl, so I was there for 2 consecutive Sundays, and then last Sunday, I was on the road. I couldn't make it home on time. You were doing something else, so then I had to do one from the car. But we are finally here. We're together. We're at someplace that's very comfortable for both of us. Starbucks.
Our new
Starbucks. If for those of you that if you've been watching the show for the last month or so, you already know that we've moved back up to Pleasant Prairie, Wisconsin. So of course that meant finding a new local Starbucks. However, we didn't have to look for long, because when I was checking out apartments, the place that we happened to pick, I said, great news. It's within 5 minutes drive of a Starbucks.
That was one of the criteria.
It was.
It has to be close
And
to a Starbucks.
we found it. So, I guess if you start rating it right away, proximity can't get any better than
It's
proximity.
amazing. You can't walk here.
You can't walk, but
You can't walk anywhere here.
But you can't walk places here like you can walk places in Chicago.
There are no sidewalks.
So.
It just doesn't happen.
That we touched on that, earlier. It's one of the pluses and disadvantages.
Yeah.
David.
Hi, David.
David, we're here together finally. David, we can talk to you as a whole unit, and we're in Wisconsin. We were privately texting David. We're going to have to get together and meet David in Milwaukee one of these times,
That's
since
right.
we're so
You're
close.
in Milwaukee, aren't you, David?
So
Great.
we'll have to do that soon. But of course it's gonna have to be a weekday, because I'm always gone on the weekends. So, but we'll figure that out.
Yeah.
So let's start rating the Starbucks right away, right? Let's just jump right into it. Proximity, 5-minute drive, great.
It's by Target, by restaurants, a FedEx.
Right next door.
So,
Ship a package late.
right?
During Christmas time, you think, oh no, I didn't get somebody a Christmas gift. Go to Starbucks, get them a bag of coffee.
Or a mug.
Or a mug. Go right next door, ship it to them.
So,
Off the list.
good points there. The people who work here are generally very nice.
Generally very nice. One thing, a little happy accident. Last week, we always usually get the same thing. Katie always gets what?
Caramel latte, no foam.
Caramel latte, no foam. Usually a tall. I usually I'll get a tall caramel latte as well, no foam, and I'll mix it up a little more from time to time. Last week we ordered the same thing, both usuals, tall caramel lattes, no foam.
Yep.
Katie got what she ordered,
Yep.
and they gave me a chai tea latte, which I took a sip of it. I'm like, this isn't what I ordered, but
You ordered a pike, just
I
a
did.
regular.
Yeah, I just ordered a regular coffee. That's right. I didn't order that. I ordered a regular coffee, but they gave me a chai tea latte instead. But you know what? Happy accident. I love chai tea lattes, so it worked out. I never had one at Starbucks, however, of course it's great. So, listening, I mean, I gotta give them like a 7. I ordered like a regular cup of coffee. No, not even a 7. A 7's like I gotta give them like a 4. It's a failing grade. I said regular coffee, and they gave me something completely different than a regular coffee. So I can't give, I mean, even though that I liked it, they got my order completely wrong. So I'm giving them like a 4 on listening. That's usually not part of our critique when it comes to coffee shops, but I gotta do it. They completely screwed up my order last week. But anyway.
And this week, I always get no foam, because otherwise it's half foam and half coffee. And I'm not paying for foam.
Well, you're paying for foam tonight.
I am paying for foam tonight. Some baristas are better than others. Some places are better than others. Today I had like this much foam.
It's too much foam. So between
Not
getting my order wrong last week and getting way too much foam, it says on the thing, no foam.
Somewhere.
I don't know if you can see
on
it.
there.
It's on there.
It's on there.
It's on there. You can see it right there. Caramel syrup, no foam. But they got a lot of foam today. So
But they're very nice.
they are
which
nice.
Makes up for it quite a bit. It's not very comfortable. There isn't much for seating.
Half of the seating is right in the way of the door, which if when you open the door in this cold weather,
Like today,
like
9 months out of the year.
Exactly. 9 months out of the year in Wisconsin, it's cold. So half of the seating over there, open the door, you're gonna get a cold. Fortunately for us, we're on the other side of the door, so. But
Float around though. Cold air still gets in over here, and I don't.
so that's a
Like
that's a
to be
downside.
cold.
I like how long the store is. It reminds me more of a store in Chicago where you have a lot of like storefronts back to back, and they're not so much wide. They're long in Chicago, just like the houses and everything, just like our apartment was. And it's similar to that here. And I like that feel. It kind of makes me feel like we're in Chicago again with like how the store is laid out. So I like that part of it.
It's just too cold.
So yeah, proximity's a 10. The baristas, I mean, they're nice, but
That makes up for a lot.
that makes up for a lot. But like I said, getting my drink wrong, basically getting her drink wrong, giving her foam when she asked for no foam.
I think
I'm giving-
we've been here several times though, and I think these are the only 2 issues we've had.
I give them a 7.
7 overall.
7 overall.
I give them a 7 overall.
Attitude makes up for it. Are a little slow on the jump.
Yes,
They are. It is a little slow.
it is.
So I'd say 7's generous, but we're not here to poo-poo on anybody too much. So I give them a 7.
Unlike Chicago, there isn't one just on every corner. There are only 2 within 5 to 7 minutes, and the other one has terrible people.
There's one down the road, another 7 minutes.
Yeah.
There's a one down on the other way. I think that's like 10 minutes away. We haven't gone to that one yet. We'll have to try.
We'll have to try that one.
But this one is definitely the closest and most convenient,
Of the 2
especially
is best.
right. The 2 that is closest to us.
Yeah.
The other one, the
And
location's
try
not
different
great. The
times
help
of the
isn't
day,
great.
different days of the week, and they are just unpleasant people. That goes a long
does.
way towards ruining my experience.
Yeah. In the service industry, you gotta have nice service.
Right.
As well as a good product. All right, so like I said, proximity 10.
Yep.
Really close to a Target, close to everything, close to a Dick's Sporting Goods, close to a right next door to a FedEx,
PetSmart.
and other stuff. So 10 for proximity. Product, like the actual taste of the coffee, it's a Starbucks. It's like any other franchise. You really have to screw it up because it has check marks right on there. So you really have to screw it up in order for it not to taste good. But it's got the same consistent taste. So I give it a 10, as always.
I'm with you so far.
And again, service is 7.
Service is 7.
Disappointing on that one. Layout, ambiance. I give it.
I give 5.
I give it a 5 too.
Maybe when
I
it's
give it
warm, it'll be different.
I give it a 4. I give it a 4. When you're in Wisconsin, when half of the chairs that you're sitting in are within a shot of like a cool breeze every time somebody walks through, it's not good. I give it a 4.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
You know, I know there's only so much you can do in Wisconsin with the cold weather, but I mean, come on. Yeah.
It's Starbucks. Surely they could afford an airline.
You gotta be able to do something different. You know, you can put the seats in the back. Maybe it's a fire code, I don't know, but either way, it doesn't work for us. Katie gives it a 5. I give it a 4.
I'll give it a 4. I'll go
Give
with
it a
you.
4. Ooh.
Yeah.
I swayed her.
Being cold is a major problem for me.
It is. Katie's always cold.
I am always cold.
She's always cold.
Always.
All the time. Always.
All the time. Right away.
What else? Is that about it?
But it is our new spot. As far as proximity, it's on the way home from work or on the way to work.
We've committed.
So this is, for better or worse, this is our new Starbucks.
Okay, as long as we can sit on the other side of the door and they start getting our orders right, I think we'll be all right.
I think twice in, a month? We've been here about a month.
That's a lot. It's a lot. Twice in a month?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
We've come very often, though, more
Yeah.
than usual.
That's true, but I mean, I don't know. Twice in a month sounds like a lot to
I'm
me.
just trying to not feel bad about our chosen Starbucks.
We don't have to choose this one. We can. You know what? I was just thinking about this. Other places in Kenosha, there are other coffee shops, like smaller independent coffee shops. Those are like 15, 20 minutes away.
I don't like
But those will be good. I know Katie only likes. Katie's the pickiest eater.
I am.
She is the pickiest eater.
I never used to be.
She has her caramel latte. That's what she wants. Wherever she goes,
Starbucks.
that's how she wants it to taste.
Yep. It's why I never get something different at a restaurant. And heaven forbid they've changed the menu.
All the time. Same old thing.
I am not going to waste money on something that I probably will not like.
McDonald's, it's always a plain double cheeseburger.
Yeah. Well, I
with,
was
with onions.
with onions.
With onions.
Yes.
No ketchup.
No ketchup.
No ketchup.
I used to be able to scrape off the ketchup and the mustard, but whatever they're doing lately is just like a violent explosion onto it and it just soaks into the bun.
Let's get back to the overall rating with this Starbucks.
We're back to McDonald's. We're on to McDonald's though.
We got a 10. We got a 10 for location, 10 for taste, 7 for service, and 4 for store.
It's 31 out of 40.
31 out of 40. I think we had all the same scores on that.
Yeah.
You know what? You had a 32 out of 40 though. You started out with a 5, so you have to stick with that 5.
Okay.
So Katie got
32
32 out of 40. I gave it a 31 out of 40. You know, 75%.
Is that what it is?
It's about
You're
75.
doing math in your head.
It's about
I have no
75%.
idea.
Well, 4 quarters, 3 of 4.
Good point.
I mean, I'm terrible at math.
That's why we're not having children. We'd never be able to help them with homework.
Well, anything but math. Anything but math, I think we'd be all right with.
Yeah, but math is very important nowadays.
Anything beyond 6th grade, though.
Oh, no, I would say
Maybe
4th grade.
4th grade.
I math at a 4th grade level.
Well, depends on what they're doing. I mean, if they start going on with that, whatever they're doing. I don't know what all of our friends with kids have been complaining about. Common Core.
Common Core.
I don't know. 2 + 2 is 4. Just,
I don't get it.
Anyway, anything else? I feel like it's been so long since we've done this.
I know. I feel like there's a lot to say.
I've been on the road. I've been on the road a lot. I touched on that last week. It's
And the Fuzz and I have been binging on Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, and Dharma and Greg.
That's what they do when I'm not home,
That's
I guess.
what we do.
I guess I
a great
provide
time.
I provide enough entertainment when I'm home where they don't have to do that. Keith's away.
Well, we're just
sit
waiting
and
for the
watch.
weekend so we can continue Dr. Quinn when he's away.
So been traveling a lot. Again, I think I touched on it last week. I've been on the road since we've been here for a little over a month, and I've been on the road for at least half of that. So, and then even before that. So,
The tours are going well. I'm finally doing what I was hired to do at Amazon, so that's exciting.
I went on the tour last week. It was really good. The guy.
He said it was actually really good.
Well, when you're used to getting tours at Wrigley Field, Amazon's cool. It's not the most, arguably one of the most historic stadiums in the world, but as far as a warehouse is concerned, it's pretty cool. I saw the rollbacks working, the way they like go and then they stop and then they whoop, and then they go in the other direction. It was really cool. And there was another guy on the tour too. He really enjoyed it, and and you can get your picture taken at the end. But Katie and we got our picture taken together, and the guy's like, "Oh, how'd your picture turn out? And how'd my picture turn out?" And I felt that I should explain that. And I put my arm around her because the tour guide is my wife, and he's like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Oh, she was so great. She was awesome." So she's good. She's a good tour guide. She was great at Wrigley. I think she's doing great at Amazon. She better be doing great at Amazon. We moved here for crying out loud. So if I went on that tour and if she was awful, I would have sat her down at the table. I said, look here, you got to get better at your job because we moved here for you. But you know what? I didn't have to have that awkward conversation because she's amazing. She's amazing.
Got a free water bottle.
You got a free water bottle. Come on the tour, David.
Come
on the tour at Amazon.
Come on the tour.
You'll get a free. It's a cool water bottle. It's like one of those it's like a stainless steel matte black aluminum thing. It's cool, and it's matte black, but then in shiny black letters it says Amazon. It has Amazon and it has a smile on there. It's a cool freebie.
It's pretty awesome.
It's pretty cool. It's a cool freebie. Well, I think we've talked these people's ears off long enough.
Oh, hi, Marsha.
Hi, Mom. Thanks for watching. We're just about done. I was just about to say, well, we're about to.
All of a sudden, there are 3 people watching. Oh, 2. We lost one.
But Mom, come back and watch the episode. Rewind it right when we end it. But we reviewed our local Starbucks. What we like about it. We're finally together for a show, and it's been great. It's good to see you again, Katie.
You too, Keith.
Yeah. Well, everybody have a great week. Have fun. Have a good cup of coffee. Just find some time to do that. We will see you again next week. Same time, same place. It's Public House Media. Facebook Live, 7 p.m. Mondays. Be here or
be square.
Be square. Have a great week and we'll see you later.
Bye, guys.